This means that the independent step can be used in the dirt and grass without fear of it sinking. During our research, we found that the most innovative part of our design seems to be the removable handrails. The step can be assembled or disassembled in less than a minute. The removed handrails are stored within the platform for compact storage and transportation. The handrails may be used in different patterns, which makes it versatile and adaptable to meet situational requirements.
1 minute.
I talked to a man the other day, and he said that if you needed an independent step, to him it's priceless. In summary, the independent step provides independence, safety, durability, security in all types of situations. 10,000 baby boomers turn 65 every day, and over 100 million Americans are currently classified as obese. This means that the market for an independent step is vast and growing. And my wife and I not only stand behind her step,
we stand on it.
Stepping into the future. Thank you very much. As you can see, they've done a lot of work on their product already and have it well underway. Next, I would like to invite the developers of Puppy Paws. How many of you have pets at home? A lot of customers out here. Dana and Steve DeCanio.
Hi, how are you? My name is Steve DeCanio. My wife Dana, sitting over here. We first like to thank the sponsors for this Edison project, people at the Chamber, been a great help. Our coaches and mentors over at CVCC, really giving us a boost in business. It's one thing to have an idea, and it might be a great idea. It's another thing to get it rolling and packs it in some sort of semblance of a business plan and get it out there and start marketing. We started a premium dog treat business here in Hickory, North Carolina. Our goal is to provide all natural handmade treats to dogs with no chemicals, preservatives, or additives whatsoever. How many people here have a dog? Quite a bit. How many people know somebody with a dog? Now be honest now, are any of these dogs a little bit spoiled? Well, that brings me to our inspiration, who is Shelby. This is our dog Shelby. She's a Weimaraner when she was a puppy. Isn't she cute? She's also very smart, maybe a little too smart. Being new dog owners, we were trying to train Shelby to get her to do her tricks and things like that, and we started using basically what most people do, a treat-based system. And we started noticing that a lot of the treats, I'm kind of curious, I started looking at the treats and noticing there's a lot of chemicals and garbage and things that, well, I didn't understand at first what that stuff was. So we decided, you know, we could start producing some. My wife is big on healthy cooking and things like that. We eat healthy. And we figured, well, we can start producing some treats for our dog that are also healthy, natural. We also wanted something a little special. But let me step back and discuss things that we might like, such as chocolate. It's wonderful stuff, yummy stuff. We love it, stimulates the senses. I'll spare you the 3,000 plus year history as far as chocolate is concerned. The one thing that we do know about chocolate when it comes to dogs is you can't give it to dogs. No. That's not fair, but why? Well, basically, chocolate has two different things in it. Caffeine, which is a stimulant and not such a good idea to give to dogs, but really the major offender here is the theobromine. Now our bodies break this stuff down. It's an alkaloid found in chocolate. We can handle it, but a dog eats it and it stays in their system for days and even weeks, depending on how much they eat. It raises their blood pressure, attacks their nervous system. Now I know that people say, well, I fed my dog chocolate and he didn't die from it. That's true, and that's also good. But they eat enough of that stuff, they get into a big tray of brownies or something, and they can't go into cardiac arrest. So it's really not a good idea for them to have that. And that's not fair. So we started looking for a chocolate alternative and found it in a substance called carob. Carob has been around just as long as chocolate has been, about 3,000 years. It's loaded with vitamins, it's high in fiber, it's got antitoxins. And we started playing around with the carob and came up with rolling it out and adding a little unsalted peanut. And actually I was trying to form it into molds and kind of messed it up. And I was about to throw it away and my wife said, you know, that kind of looks like bark that people get. And I thought, well, you know, bark. Okay. So we had sort of an aha moment. We started feeding it to Shelby in pieces. She enjoyed that. And so we decided to put it in a bag. Hence bark in a bag. We started selling that. We trademarked it, packaged it, and started selling it at expos and whatnot. We plan on selling it to pet stores, boutiques, veterinarians, groomers, spas, eventually large retail chains. Now we do have it out in 5 stores. Our goal is to add 5 stores a month. You can also get it through our website as well as finding links to these stores that they're at so you can go shopping for it. We've noticed trends that 49% of dog owners consider their dogs to be family members, and people are starting to pay more attention to what they're putting in their pets' bodies. The whole market is expected to grow 21% per year. We found that's pretty consistent. That's our wholesale price. We have a 315% markup over our cost, being timed, and basically we'd like to thank to be here. We're going to manufacture and distribute this product ourselves for now. We eventually plan on adding a facility and adding people as we grow. And thank you for coming out. We appreciate it because our dogs deserve the very best.
Thank you, Steve. And I noticed he did bring samples, depending if you have your pets here with you. Next, we have David Washko with Price Drop.
Hello, my name is David Washko, and I'm president and founder of PriceDrive.com. I'd like to start off by asking a question and have you raise your hand. Who in this room has purchased a car in the last 3 to 5 years? Raise your hand. That's right, most of you. Excellent. Well, if you purchased a car last year in 2010, even in the economy we are experiencing, you would have been one of 48 million people in the United States who purchased a car. I won't ask you to raise your hand again, but of those people, how many do you think truly look forward to the car purchase process, especially the negotiation part? Well, let's face it, of those 48 million people, the majority of them see this as a high anxiety, high ticket purchase price. And this is why. We despise walking onto a car dealership lot because we know we're going to be swarmed by salespeople. We actually loathe the price negotiation process because we feel vulnerable, and it's hard for, we know we're going up against professionals. You are limited on time, gas dollars, and let's face it too, negotiation skills. And even if you do buy that new or used car, there is always that seed of doubt in our mind as to whether or not we got the very best price. So, is there a solution? Absolutely. It's called PriceDrive.com. which is a website-based car buying solution that actually matches the ready-to-purchase car buyer with auto retailers in a confidential manner. You do not have to give up your contact information. and it will then shift the feelings of power and control over to you, the car buyer. So let's imagine, 2 years ago, I found myself wanting to buy a car, was spending a bunch of time in research looking for what car I wanted. I did everything possible I could to limit the amount of time I had to be in front of a car dealer and on their lot. Finally, it dawned on me, why am I doing all the work, experiencing all the anxiety, and then I'm going to hand over a check to them? Didn't seem right. And that's the genesis of PriceDrive.com. So let's envision that you want to buy maybe a Honda Accord 2009. You would come to PriceDrive.com. You would actually put the make and model of car that you want to buy on there, put the desired range that you're willing to drive to go get your car, and at that point, your lead is then sent to every single dealer in that desired radius. Let's let the bidding begin. What happens now, the dealers will have to fight for your business. They will come back to PriceDrive.com after they get your lead, see that you want a 2009 Honda Accord. If they've got it on the lot, the dealers, new or used, will then enter their car onto this website. For example, here's your information. You're the car buyer. Your personal contact info is not on there. The car you want, the features you want. The dealerships will put their information on there, who they are, the features, and the price. As each dealer comes on, they will get onto the system as well. Here's the beauty. The dealers get to see what each dealer is bidding. Now you've got natural price war going on. The other beautiful feature is the dialog box. You as the car bidder can now ask dealerships questions, and the dealers can ask questions back in turn. Again, you do not have to give up your personal contact information. Another beautiful feature about this dialog box is at the end of the 7-day bidding process, if a dealer feels that they may lose the bid, such as Honda Cars of Hickory, a couple $100 more than Everhart, they can sweeten the deal by putting information in the dialog box, such as a bumper-to-bumper warranty, free car wash. Thank you. So now you've got natural competition going on. This is going to be free to the car buyer. To the auto dealer, they simply have to pay $9.99 to partake in your business, which is chump change to them, less than even an accounting error. They're spending $100 just to advertise a car on eBay. So this is going to encourage competition, and the best part is, again, for you, the car buyer, you get to now have the feelings of power and control over the car buying process. If you're planning on buying a car in the future, then I'm asking you to vote for PriceDrive.com. Thank you very much.
Good job, and thank you, David. Listen, let me remind you, we didn't scour the United States to come up with these companies. These companies are right here in Catawba County. That's what has me so excited. Next up, we have someone who will whet your appetite if you're like me and a wine lover. We have Angela Green of DNA Wine.
Hello everyone, my name is Angela Green. I have been making fruit berry wine.
I think that will come up. Just bear with just for a second. I think that's your music.